everyone, and thank you for choosing to watch this week's news capsule. Life is a gift, but it's what we do with that gift that ends up mattering the most. So live every day like you are grateful, and don't forget to spread joy and happiness to everybody around you. Gifts are only fun when you share them with others. Let's begin with the news capsule.
Did you know that the United States is currently the world's largest economy? It has a GDP of $25.5 trillion and makes up for a quarter of the world's total GDP. China is the second largest economy, followed by Japan and then Germany. India comes next on the list and is the world's fifth largest economy. But experts say that we are ready to overtake Japan to become the world's third largest by no sooner than 2030. This projection is based on India's economic growth in the past 2 years, which is only expected to increase through this decade thanks to our digital transformation and investments from abroad. We cannot wait to see this dream come true.
Last week, the world said goodbye to an iconic character after the unfortunate news of Matthew Perry's passing. He is best known for his role as Chandler Bing on the hit sitcom Friends. Matthew brought a lot of joy into this world, both as an actor and as a friend. He will always be remembered for his sarcasm and humor and for showing us hope for a happier and warmer future where friends are our world. We will miss him dearly, but he will always be in our hearts.
Earlier this week, Inter Miami CF star Lionel Messi won the Ballon d'Or for a record-breaking 8th time. He won the accolade after leading Argentina to the World Cup last year. So did you know that this makes Messi the first MLS league-based player to claim the coveted prize? He has also broken his own record, as no other player in history has won the award as much as he has. In other awards, Haaland won the Gerd Müller Trophy, which is given to the best striker of the year, while Barcelona and Spanish midfielder Aitana Bonmati won the Ballon d'Or Feminine after a record-breaking year with the club and country. What a great way to celebrate the stalwarts of soccer.
Last week, Indian para-athletes created history as they ended their Hangzhou Asian Para Games campaign with an unprecedented 111 medals. Did you know that this is the biggest haul for the entire country in any major international multi-sport event ever? The contingent won a total of 29 golds, 31 silvers and 51 bronzes. Para-archer Sheetal Devi stunned audiences after winning the gold medal in the archery women's individual compound open event using just her feet. We thank the entire Indian team for showing us that anything is possible if we set our minds to it.
It was a joyous week for cricket fans in the country as India became the first team to qualify for the semi-finals of the ICC World Cup 2023 after defeating Sri Lanka by a whopping 302 runs. For the remaining 3 semi-final spots, South Africa are looking a sure shot, while Australia and New Zealand are still being challenged by teams in the middle of the table. Defending champions England have experienced a shock as they stare at an exit from the tournament at rock bottom of the table after just 1 win so far. India is playing against South Africa later this afternoon, which is going to be an extremely important game, so don't miss it. We hope to see our boys in blue continue their winning streak till the very end and lift the trophy yet again.
NASA's Perseverance rover was launched in 2020 and is currently roaming around the planet Mars. But did you know that there is also a helicopter called Guinea that is being flown in Mars as a part of this mission? The man behind this genius aircraft is Dr. J. Bob Balaram, an Indian citizen currently working at NASA. Do you know why building this helicopter was such a challenge? It's because the density of air on Mars is the same as the density of air at 27,000 meters above Earth. This is an altitude that has never been reached by existing helicopters, before which is why this helicopter is made of ultra lightweight carbon fiber at just 1.8 kgs. What an incredible achievement, isn't it?
A groundbreaking study conducted by Japanese scientists
have successfully grown mouse embryos on the International Space Station. This marks an incredible step towards the possibility of human reproduction in space. Did you know that this was the first ever study that shows mammals may be able to thrive in space? This experiment will also prove pivotal for NASA's Artemis programmer, which aims to send humans to the moon as a stepping stone towards understanding how we could live in the planet in the long term. Isn't that astounding, Igraasp?
Scientists from IIT Bombay recently made a remarkable discovery in the field of solar energy. The team managed to find a way to convert sunlight into heat using a novel material called carbon nanofluorescence. The team discovered a way to create significantly greater amount of energy from the sun, close to almost 87%. Thanks to this breakthrough, we are one step closer towards a more sustainable future where we are less reliant on fossil fuels.
If you've ever been to Mumbai, chances are is that you've seen the iconic black and yellow taxis that have adorned the roads of the city for nearly 6 decades. These Kali Pili taxis have been an integral part of Mumbai's identity and can be seen in several movies, TV shows, and even books. Did you know that these taxis have been taken off the road to make way for more eco-friendly and sustainable public transport? While we welcome this change, we are certainly going to miss the sight of these iconic cabs.
Have you ever wondered what it would look like to peer down at the traffic below the city as you fly and zoom to your destination? Well, this might just become a reality sooner than you think. Earlier this month, the world's first electric flying taxi was recently approved and given a certification. And if that isn't futuristic enough, the 2-seater taxi has also been cleared to fly without a pilot on board. Yes, you heard that right. Soon, an automated flying taxi could be dropping you off to your destination. Isn't that amazing, Igraspers?
Landmark of the Week. Forbidden City, Beijing, China is also known as Palace Museum. The Forbidden City is a magnificent palace complex situated in Tiananmen Square in Beijing. It covers about 72,000 square meters, making it the largest palace complex in the world. It was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987. The complex includes the palaces of 24 Ming and Qing emperors. These palaces have beautiful dark red walls and gold-tiled roofs that shimmer under the sun. The location of the complex is said to have cosmic significance. It is called the Forbidden City because it was the emperor's abode to which very few people had access.
The word of the week is gobsmacked, which means amazed or astonished. I was gobsmacked when my friends planned a surprise for me.
It's time to learn some idioms and proverbs.
The proverb of the week is better safe than sorry. It is better to be careful and cautious now to avoid problems later on. Ted was unsure whether to send my books for recycling along with his or not, so he decided to keep them. He did the right thing, as it's better to be safe than sorry. The riddle of the week is, when is a door no longer a door? When it is ajar.
Dear Igraspers, this week let us join Daisy and Hazel in solving the mystery of the murders that are occurring in their school. Founding members of the Detective Society, the girls must pick clues to reach the perpetrator of the heinous crimes. In their journey to unveil the truth, the girls find a diary. Will it lead them to the murderer? Read this mystery novel and share your feedback.
Did you know that the planet Super Earth, aka 55 Cancri E, was believed to be made up entirely of diamonds? This exoplanet, that is twice the size of Earth, is approximately 40 light years away from Earth, was first discovered in 2004. Since its discovery, newer findings have evolved. Some scientists believe that paying a visit to that planet would cost about $12 million spacesuit.
Quiz time! What will be the average cost of a spacesuit made by NASA in today's time? Send your answers to contact us at igraasp.com along with your full name, school name, and a photograph.
Answer to the last week's quiz.
Parkinson's disease can be prevented by sufficient presence of dopamine in the human brain. This certificate of appreciation is presented to Madhav Goyal of Lotus Valley International School, Gurgaon, for successfully participating in the weekly quiz on India's leading news capsule for tweens, Igraasp.
We hope you enjoyed this week's news capsule. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. And maybe that's why we call it the present. So don't be scared to unwrap this gift of life and use it to its fullest. Cherish each day and remind yourself how lucky you are for living this life. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you again next week. Bye-bye.